Previously, Matt Hamilton was a significant figure in the financial business and held position after post. On May 3, 2023, a Ripple official caused a stir when he disclosed the company's plans to create a one-of-a-kind XRP ledger that would be tailored particularly for digital currencies that were issued by central banks. In this presentation, Hamilton shared his thoughts on the Bitcoin sector. In the present moment, he is engaged in the process of enhancing a private version of the XRP ledger for state-backed digital currencies, which is referred to as the YOR. Despite the fact that the comments made by the head of developer relations at Ripple were noteworthy, it has come to light that there are doubts around whether or not the value of XRP on this C vertical ledger coincides with the perceptions of the general public or whether it is something else different. As is customary, black swan investors are not adventure investors. They are the ones who caused a flurry of stories to come about by asserting that they had viewed this confidential ledger. On this mysterious forum, they even exchanged photographs of XRPs that were worth an astounding $327,000 each. If this is your first time, remember to ring the bell and subscribe to our channel in order to acquire the most recent information on all of our XRP-related topics. If you find my work to be enjoyable, I would appreciate it if you would show your appreciation by giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment with your opinions. Following the dissemination of this information, a flurry of discussions ensued around the actual cost of XRP on this private version, in addition to the veracity of the ledger itself. On the other hand, this is the point at which the narrative becomes more complicated. Recently, we were exposed to a video clip that made reference to the Republic of Palau. What exactly does that say? It is essential to keep in mind the previous partnership between Ripple and the Republic of Palau, in particular the time when they were the pioneers of the world's first stablecoin trial based on the XRP ledger. According to the theory, both parties ought to be aware of the XRP price that is displayed on this mystery ledger as well as the particulars of its existence. During today's episode, we were able to solve this riddle. Get ready to see a film that features the Minister of Finance of the Republic of Palau. You are about to go on some serious dives. It is our intention to go deeply into the debate regarding private ledgers versus public ledgers, XRP's future value, as well as the foundation upon which their stablecoin is built. In order to move forward, let's get started. According to what is demonstrated in the movie, we decided to go with the open XRP ledger due of its transparency. At Paramount, we have always placed a high focus on being transparent about the initiatives and milestones that we are currently working on. So far, the journey has been joyful, despite the fact that there have been some challenges. With Ripple's support, it has been essential to make new attempts and to go through the process of trial and error in order to overcome these challenges. The video comes to a close with a brief overview of the current economic situation in the Republic of Palau. There was no doubt that the public was the ministry's first focus. Their declaration does neither confirm or reject the existence of a private ledger, which means that it leaves room for the possibility of future developments. Ledger for its transparency. Many individuals are curious about the value of this alleged private record, and they want to know what it includes. The following is a playback of an audio clip that we acquired from another podcast previously. The speculative pricing of XRP on this covert site will be shown to be a common practice as a result of this demonstration. A theory proposes that there is a possibility of convergence between the public and private ledgers, which, if it is accurate, might result in a combination of the prices of both types of ledgers. Calculating an average is a hypothetical endeavor because there is no tangible evidence to support it. Ripple, whose real name is David Short, was present during these conversations where they took place. The chief technology officer was present throughout all of these conversations. Right now, let's talk about the anticipated cost. Even if it is not irreversible, the private ledger of XRP indicates the probable value that the private ledger may assign to XRP. This is the case even if it is not considered unchangeable. Once more, I will emphasize it just as I have done in the past. Due to the extremely complicated nature of the ledger, there is a hidden ledger. It's not just a piece of product. A public ledger and the underlying difficulty are brought to light in a film that was live streamed on YouTube, which originated in Japan. I can attest to this experience myself. What is the status of the notes on the public? Did you know that private ledgers and XRP ledgers are different from one another? Due to the complexity of this situation, it is essential to proceed. Let's not let this happen. Keeping in mind my primary point amongst all of the specifics is really important. My sincere opinion is that there will come a day when the lines that separate the public ledger from the private ledger will become one. In spite of the fact that convergence is drawing near, it is imperative that robust and explicit regulations be put into place right now in order to guarantee that there will be no uncertainty when they do so in the future. it would appear that they are still in the testing phase of this endeavor at the same time. Currently, the private ledger is contributing a significant amount of value to the system. When we find out that the Bank of Japan, commonly known as SBI, has lately stated its intention to enter the XRP lending industry, this tale takes a new and interesting turn. This is a big development because it makes it abundantly evident that major firms in the financial industry are interested in blockchain technology. The bank's plan to employ XRP for institutional transactions is highlighted by this new loan service, which raises suspicions about the bank's intentions. Given that Japan does not believe that cryptocurrencies will play a large role, it is difficult to understand why they would participate in XRP lending. At some time in the future, the viewpoint that I am presenting will become increasingly convincing. It's not just a one-time occurrence, considering that the Bank of Japan took a considered strategic move after completing a substantial number of tests and assessing the appetites of both institutions and individuals for XRP now that they're lending it. Calculation is involved in the act of lending. XRP is more tempting than merely its speculative value because it is a financial strategy that aims to profit from the exponential growth in popularity of cryptocurrencies. It has the potential to be a useful instrument for conducting large-scale international transactions involving enterprises and retail clients. The manner that financial institutions conduct their business is undergoing transformation. They no longer only possess XRP in their possession. In no way is this a singular occurrence. As part of their efforts to integrate it into functional utility programs, they are also utilizing its ability to facilitate seamless transfers between institutions and payments across international borders. In Japan, for example, the world's largest financial institutions are getting together to form a consortium, and formal partnership between MasterCard and Ripple has been established. A credit card firm is not the only thing that MasterCard is. Because of this collaboration, Ripple is more than merely connected to the internet. It is a big payment processing powerhouse that has a vast network of subsidiary companies as its subsidiary companies. Ripple keeps a contingency plan in place with MasterCard's most important division, as well as its other subsidiaries, such as Yak, Dareth, and Fluency Consensus, in addition to a multitude of additional names that are not even included on this list. Furthermore, rather than merely acting as an endorsement, their collaboration places an emphasis on liquidity and the possibility of scalability. Permit me to make it perfectly clear what it is that I am offering. Allegations that MasterCard's cooperation with Ripple had the only strategic purpose of utilizing Ripple as a main payment channel from the very beginning have been the subject of a great deal of discussion, and these allegations are not without foundation. This is a guesswork based on speculation. I am relaying all of the latest information to you. Details, as well as the excitement that is now going around. I want everyone to keep in mind that my hypothesis concerning the possible reason MasterCard worked with XRP is nothing more than a hypothesis by any stretch of the imagination. There is no doubt that MasterCard worked along with Ripple. Demand is understood to be harnessed by the design of the net. Liquidity, which is primarily driven by the cryptocurrency XRP and the ledger maintained by it. Therefore, if they use Ripple, they are effectively using XRP rather than Ripple. Having said that, if MasterCard were to decide to enable payments over Ripple, it would necessitate the utilization of the XRP ledger as the default. Even if it is speculative, this understanding brings to light the seriousness of such a collaboration and the potential consequences that could result from it. Please keep in mind that the information contained in these videos is presented simply for the purpose of providing enjoyment, and that I am not employed as a licensed financial counselor. My advice to folks is to conduct independent research and consult with professionals on a regular basis. Before settling on any decisions about finances, I want to thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you could hit the like button. Additionally, make sure that you set